Now, normally I wouldn't make these type of videos where I speak passionately or say anything that would possibly get my channel fucking terminated. But today is like it's a part two kind of video. And if you don't know what I'm talking about LA Knight on WWE Unreal. Now, if you don't know what Unreal is, it's WWE's newest like show where they show you behind the scenes things and how they create the magic and the work into the ring by showing you what's outside the ring, backstage, behind the curtain, etc. Now, do I like the show? Fuck no. Because the reason I don't like the show is because of shit like this that I'm about to talk about today. And I don't even want to go into the whole shebang about why I didn't like the show because I tried to react to it one time. It was from a stream, like when Kevin Owens potentially was gonna like beat Cody and side with The Rock or whatever. But obviously y'all know WWE, obviously y'all know YouTube. They're gonna fucking just block my video. But anyways, so I watched a clip from WWE Unreal. Now obviously I'm gonna play it because my video's gonna get blocked. And essentially it was talking about like LA Knight like crying, and it was from Money in the Bank 2025 where Triple H was basically saying like the moment was made for him, and he didn't need to win it, and just kind of explaining like the whole shebang with the performance of like him pulling Rollins off the ladder and etc. Let me explain this. LA Knight has been robbed of that Money in the Bank briefcase for 3 years now. 3 years. In 2023, it was well deserved that he would win Money in the Bank, as opposed to Damian Priest, who did win, who is nothing more than a transitional champion. Like y'all can tell me if I'm lying or not. And not to mention, LA Knight was so over everywhere he went that WWE piped in fake boos in his crowd, for the crowd, just because they didn't like the fact that he was over as a heel. If that doesn't tell you how crazy that is, I don't know what is. Like, it is not LA Knight's fault that he was Bray Wyatt's last opponent, that he has charisma, that he knows how to talk on the mic, that he's very talented in the ring, that he's a former world champion in TNA, and also that he's that guy. You know what I'm saying? He's funny, especially with the whole Bray Wyatt stuff. Like, he did what he could. He pissed off Bray Wyatt. He got Bray Wyatt's attention. He got the Bray Wyatt's last match, RIP by the way. And like I said in my shorts video, regardless of how bad the match is, that's still an important moment in LA Knight's career. And I feel like that's kind of looked down upon. I feel like, and especially Triple H. Now, I don't know why, like I said, that it feels like such a liability to have LA Knight in a top spot. Now, the main event scene, they kind of had no choice, realistically. But at the same time, we know LA Knight can beat fucking Seth Rollins. We know he can beat Jey Uso or CM Punk. And for some reason, Jey Uso, after he was the one that got specifically pinned in the triple threat match for number one contenders by CM Punk. He won the Battle Royal the very next week or two. And LA Knight was just like, he got set down that whole show. I don't know why. LA Knight, I wouldn't have been mad if he lost a match at CM Punk for the World Championship since Seth Rollins had to relinquish. But I also, why did Jey Uso have to be there? I understand Jey Uso's over with the crowd, and I understand, his dynamic with, the WWE Universe and how he's a legend and stuff like that. But look at how Jey Uso turned now. He's back in the tag team division as a tag team champion. What are we saying? And in War Games, they put Cody Rhodes in there, and Cody Rhodes has no type of beef or correlation to anything that is going on with the division. Now, Sami Zayn was a good option. Jacob Fatu was out of the picture, so whatever. And LA Knight, why was he set out of that? What's the story? What's the point? What are we doing here? It's just a genuine confusion when it comes to an inconsistency. They see an opportunity. They had him win the U.S. Championship, booked 2 of his title reigns very poorly, and gave him nothing. With the Andre the Giant shit, he could have won the Andre the Giant that year. Clearly. Because y'all seen the crowd was chanting his name when he got eliminated. I think he was one of the first or second people to get eliminated. And it was so weird. And I'm not saying that he had to be on WrestleMania because like he had just gotten WWE at the time, but at the same time, like, can we get some recognition? Like, you see this dude selling merchandise, you know what I'm saying, doing all these great things, working harder than possibly anybody. Like, I just don't understand it. And Triple H, like, I don't want to say any mean things, but in my head it's just telling me to say fuck you because you don't know how to capitalize off real stars. You are so scared to pull the trigger. It took you that long to pull the trigger on Drew McIntyre, and because you didn't want a bad build up for WrestleMania. So what's wrong with LA Knight? Because like you see him as a gimmick. You see him as somebody who that's my assumption. Like you see him as a gimmick more than like a person who's like deserves to be in the top guy spot. Like that's kind of how I see it. But my point of this video is to tell y'all that LA Knight is more deserving of that spot than anybody at this point in his career. More than Jey Uso, more than Seth Rollins, more than CM Punk, more than Braun Breaker, more than Bronson Reed, more than Austin Theory, more than that YouTuber, more than anybody on that roster, period. And it was definitely fucked up when I saw that clip because like LA Knight's face, man, his face, it said it all. Because like, why are you doing this to this dude? This dude does everything that's asked of him. He wasn't handed anything and still, for some way, somehow, you know what I'm saying, made the best of what he had. And overall, like, he's one of the greatest workers that I've ever, you know, seen on television. Just seeing on television. Like, he shows up every week. He doesn't complain. Like, it just is. But there's not much I can really do. I'm just a critic at the end of the day, bro. It's just like I had to rant about this. It made me so mad at work that like I just wanted to throw my phone. I really wanted to throw my phone because nobody deserves this. Like you shouldn't do this to any top star. I am sick of people acting like LA Knight is not a former Impact World Champion. Like he wasn't a big star in previous companies that he worked for, as if he wasn't a previous star in NXT over in NXT. Like I'm so sick of people just acting like that, especially Triple H. Like it's deplorable. But that's all I have to say for this video. Let me know what y'all think down in the comments. If you're new, like, comment, subscribe. It's been your boy Retro, and yeah, bro. I'll see you guys soon. Peace.